shifting your mindset is key to owning your life. And your confidence has to shift when you want to improve your life. Confidence is key. Confidence will bring you so much joy and happiness and a new version of yourself when you're able to achieve, the best version of you. I've personally experienced this through a change recently that I've had when it comes from selling a business, moving locations across country, and be able to build a different kind of confidence. I was a person that ran a very successful business, which gave me confidence, and thought I had a lot of confidence. But the reality was that business also wasn't filling my cup. It wasn't bringing me joy. And so that brings down your confidence, whether or not you realize that or not. And it wasn't until the shift happened. So when I was running that business and I was in a different state, which I was in Virginia, I had confidence on one aspect in the business side, but I didn't have confidence in myself, really. I didn't have confidence in my self-worth. I didn't have confidence in my self-image. I didn't have confidence in who I was. Because to build the first company, all my identity went into that company, and I lost myself. I completely lost myself. And yes, I had to change during the process of building the first company to become a different person to grow that company. So I gained different skill sets. But if I really reflected and I thought about how am I doing as a person, I would say my confidence was very low in that. I knew I was dying. My face showed it. For those that have been in my world, you can see that over the past 3, even 4 years now, I've had this staph infection all over my face that has never been able to go away until now. And it was because of the shift, which I'll get into in a second. But that was part of the confidence. Like, I didn't take care of myself. I didn't have confidence in taking care of myself. I put all my confidence into the business. And so there's a transformation that has to happen when you truly, authentically want to take care of you and not just put all your worth into your business. And I ask so many providers so many times, what is your, who are you? And so many times, you know what they tell me? I'm a nurse practitioner and I own this company. I'm an MD and I own this IV clinic. I'm a physical therapist and I own this company. And then they proceed after that to tell me what they actually do. So they're like, I'm a physical therapist and I do pelvic floor therapy and we help people treat blah, blah. I'm like, no, you missed the point. What do you do? Who are you? Not even what you do. I'm sorry. Who are you? And they only identify with their job. I'm guilty of that. I did the exact same thing and I completely lost myself. And I didn't realize the shift that had to happen for all of us to realize that's not who we are. I am not orthopelvic. I am not my brick and mortar company. I have created that, but I am not that company. Because what happened, which I didn't realize when I was in it, because you don't realize things when you're actually in it, is that I actually lost who I was in the process of building that. Because I had to become this different person to build the thing so that the thing kept, growing and growing and growing. But my true identity got lost completely in the process of that. Because I wasn't taking care of myself at all. I wasn't putting me first. I put my employees first. I put my patients first. I put anyone that needed me first got my attention. My spouse first, my dog first. I put anyone and everything first before me. And I got to the end of the process, and I say end because I did end up selling that business. I got to the end of the process thinking, wow, this thing has made me a lot of money, but I don't know who I am. I've lost myself. I've become a completely different person. I have no clue who I am. What do I even want? What does that look like? What do the next steps look like? Now, mind you, I was growing a second company from the ground up as I was growing the first company from the ground up. Yes, I know I'm psycho, but I was doing both of those simultaneously together. And the second company, I truly built out of deep passion after analyzing who I am deeply to my core. And I need you guys to do this. I need you guys to think about this. Think about what people have said about you in the past, like as your strengths. Think about what people have, compliments that they maybe have said. Think about truly why you wanted to get into the profession to begin with. Like what drove you to want to get into the profession? For me, I have this very deep helper mentality, which is a positive and it's also a negative because I just want to give everything and then all of a sudden I'm burnt out and resentful. And that was my old past self because I didn't know the boundary between that. I just thought giving means I'm carrying more. They want more of me. Great. I'll give them everything. And then I completely lost myself because I didn't have boundaries. So there was no version of me. And after pausing and thinking about it, after the sell, my first company, I was like, who am I to my core? Like, who am I? And I went back to who I truly am, which is a deep helper and helping people live out their purpose and their passion. That is what I strive to do every single day, is to help people find their purpose and live it out so that they feel most fulfilled and feel so freaking happy waking up every single day and living the life that they freaking want. Like, that is what I want for everyone. And that's why I created a company called PelviBiz, which was born out of purely just wanting to help females go and start these businesses so that they could truly live a life that they wanted. And in the process of that, the biggest thing that I realized with starting that company is pretty much every single female that worked with me, they had one thing in common. They didn't have confidence. But it was interesting. They all said, Kelly, I admire your confidence. And I'm like, confidence? And at the time, I didn't really get that. I'm like, confidence? I think naturally I just have confidence or I just don't care. So I'm just come across that I have confidence because I really don't care what people think. I'm not a people pleaser, but I'm a people helper. And so I just say whatever because I really, truly, it's coming from a good place, whether or not the person takes it that way or not. I truly just want to help you. Sometimes it's taken, badly, but sometimes I only have good intent. I know my intent behind it is always good. And it's always the truth. Whether or not people are ready for that or not, that's on them. But I'm always going to tell you the truth. And so I realized that somehow I was exuding this confidence that they all wanted and needed, which was why they originally were attracted to PelviBiz, because I had this confidence that I can go out there and wear a vagina costume and walk across the street. And most of them couldn't do that. And as I started to grow PelviBiz, there was the same theme that was existing. Most women didn't have confidence. And a lot of times they would borrow my confidence until they gained their own. And when you start to get confidence, and I've seen this in over 400 clients that I have helped out, okay? I've seen this time and time and again. They come in, they have no belief in themselves. They are shy. They don't want to do uncomfortable things. They don't want to get outside their comfort zone. They don't think that they are going to be able to build past $10K a month. They never think that they're going to be able to go on a vacation. And what I have to do with working with them is take them along the journey of step by step, telling them, okay, I need you to go do this now. I need you to go do this. I need you to go do this. Now I need you to go do this. and walk them along that path and that journey that we have, which is audit, accelerate, and attract. Okay. And when I'm able to have them do things that make them uncomfortable, every single thing that makes them uncomfortable gives them a little bit of more confidence, and then gives them another piece of confidence, and then it gives them more confidence. And then they start seeing, oh, wow, maybe I can raise my prices. Maybe I am worth more. Oh, wow, maybe I can wear that nice dress that I wanted to wear, because why not? I just want to wear that out to dinner, and why not? Before, they would have thought, well, people are going to look at me and why I'm dressed up and they're not. And that would have made them uncomfortable. But now they start to see it's okay to be different. It's okay to stand out. It's okay to do things differently. Maybe I give them a new marketing technique that is so different than every single person. Guys, I did this. I did squatty potties. No one was doing this. I put stickers on it and said, hey, this is how you're going to poop. And I put it in every single bathroom in Northern Virginia. I did booty mugs. So when my clients came in, I gave them booty mugs so that it had cards in there talked about our packages and talked about our discounts and talked about referring friends. And that was a gift. No one was doing this. We went to a job fair, and I remember every single person at the job fair, all the kids and all the different employees or the people that were hiring came over to our booth and was like, you guys have the best marketing I've ever seen. And it's like, yeah, because we think outside the box and we're creative. But we're only creative because we build confidence around that, because we've done it over and over and over again. And that's how you build confidence. And I think the shift that has to happen that no one talks about, it's not the tactile, like I was saying, like different marketing and say things differently. It has to come within. And you have to prove that to yourself over. And a coach can get you to see this and point it out. But you have to be willing to step outside the comfort zone. You have to be willing to change your mindset. You have to be willing to say, you know what? I am going to show up differently and change what I'm thinking right now. I can tell you in Virginia, when I was in Virginia, I had to hire a personal trainer 3 days a week to come to my house because I couldn't even drive to a facility because I wouldn't do the work because I was so overwhelmed by giving to people that any little thing that wasn't business would throw me off. And I had this trainer for 2 years, 3 days a week come. And I'd be like, oh, Eric's coming today. I loved Eric, by the way. My personal trainer was amazing. Nothing against Eric. But I was like, oh, I got to go downstairs today and go. And then I was lazy about it. I got my water. I took my time. Eric's waiting on me. That's already telling you and giving you energy that I didn't want to show up. And I was just forced to. And my mindset, even though Eric was helping me, move and feel better and get better, my mindset still was bleh. I have to do this. Oh, this sucks. I can't do business right now. I got to answer these emails right now. I would come up with every excuse not to hang out with Eric. And then I would also complain about the exercises. Comparatively, when I switched environments and switched careers, I went from a provider to a coach. And it's actually something that I wanted to do. My mindset was you got a second shot. You got a second freaking shot. You better make the best out of this freaking thing. And that mindset, I actually now physically go to a gym, which is shocking in my head. I actually physically want to lift weights. I don't need a personal trainer to come over there and tell me what to do because I'm no, I'm going to freaking do this. I'm going to create the routine. I'm going to, do this. I'm going to hire a meal prep and I'm going to eat this stuff that doesn't taste that good, but I'm still going to eat it, and it was my mindset that shifted that said, no, I'm going to do it differently this time because I saw the old version of me. I saw the past version of me that I didn't like, even though that past version had confidence in some areas, but that past version never had confidence truly in herself. Even though it appeared that way. And now I can say, I am on the journey. I'm not there yet. I'm on the journey in having the most max amount of confidence you can have as a human being because I'm getting my body right. I'm getting my mind right. I'm getting my nutrition right, which is impacting my health and my hormones. My face is clearing up. Do you know how much confidence you have to have when you have to be on video camera every single day with your face looking like it has craters in it and it's like completely red and swollen and it hurts. But I still showed up because yes, I did have confidence in one aspect, but I didn't have deep belief and confidence in myself. And now when you learn to have that confidence, you show up with so much different energy. My energy now compared to what it was back in Virginia is a 10 out of 10 difference. Like nothing competes with it. And if you guys are like, what's the next business hack so that I can stay in business? It's your freaking energy. It's your freaking energy. If you got energy, you can outcompete anyone. Because most people these days are just like, I'm just showing up today, kind of like I was for my first company. I'm just showing up today. I'm just here. But when you're passionate and you got fire about something and you want to like show up so freaking confidently on all freaking aspects, you become unstoppable. And that's what I want you to take away from this. You have to become truly unstoppable to build your inner confidence. And that's what today's episode is about, is shifting your mindset, shifting your perspective. You may have to shift your environment. You may have to honestly quit what you're doing and restart it some other way. Like really. But if you have the balls to do that, then your mindset really will open and the shift of confidence will happen to completely transform your life. I can't tell you the difference between my life in California and my life now. And it's not money, I can tell you that. It's the difference of purpose, energy, feeling like I'm out of prison, feeling that I can be free, feeling what my body was asking for so long and now finally giving it that, which builds confidence that like my body is capable. For so long I thought it wasn't because of just the amount of pressure and stress that I was under constantly and all the problems that I had to deal with. And I wasn't passionate about what I was doing. When you truly live out your purpose, you're fully committed and passionate about actually doing the thing and solving the problem. And that's where you have massive confidence and you become unstoppable. So hopefully this is a lesson for you guys today. Become unstoppable by shifting your mindset and increasing your confidence. Thanks, guys.